Time for One on One. I'm Patrick Sam, and this is a program dedicated to bringing you newsmakers, movers, and shakers who are making the news or who are in the news. My guest tonight is Abner Khwagub, the president of the Namibia National Olympic Committee, the NNOC. Good evening, Abner, and welcome to One on One.
Thank you, and thanks for inviting us to the program.
I mean, obviously, it's Olympic year, and there's a spotlight on the Olympic committees, especially in Namibia. So before we get into the conversation, let's just give a little context to it by asking, what is the mandate of the NNOC?
Good, thanks. The Namibia National Olympic Committee is a member of the Indian National Olympic Committee. The Indian National Olympic Committee is the organization who kind of spearheads the Olympic movement. The Olympic movement basically is not sports alone, but there's a whole kind of activities and programs under the Indian National Olympic Committee, which kind of goes with marketing, television rights, sports development, solidarity programs. All these programs basically focus on bringing people together, but at the same time using sports as a medium to reform the globe. At the same time also to promote fairness, love for each other, friendship, and all those elements basically. The Indian National Olympic Committee is having about 205 Olympic committees, national Olympic committees. And I think that makes the International Olympic Committee the largest international body in terms of membership. Because, I mean, even if you look at the UN, they don't have 205 members. They have much less than that. So from that basis, as the National Olympic Committee, basically, we are a brand, one should say, from the International Olympic Committee. And the primary object of us is to promote the Olympic movement within Namibia, and to make sure we are part of the international community.
But can we agree that obviously, there's an overarching goal of promoting the entirety of, the Olympic movement with all its components that you're mentioning? But can we agree that really for, the layman out there on the street, the pride of the nation is really centered around the Olympic Games? And as a result, how do you think the Namibian Olympic Committee has done over the last 26 years in ensuring national pride at the Olympics?
Yeah, what certainly Olympics is that when the Olympic Games are on, the whole globe is glued to the television, marketing, and so on, and everybody wants to be part of this international event, which is basically the largest sport event on the globe. So from that perspective, as a National Olympic Committee, over the years we have transformed from an organization which was basically just facilitating participation by make sure that we accreditate people, we get the athletes from the federations, and then we take them to the games and we facilitate the tickets, the traveling, the accreditations. On. From that, we have transformed the Olympic Committee into a movement which basically goes beyond the Olympic Games only. So we are now involved in athletes identification with the members. We have 28 members who are basically members of the Olympic Committee. We are in talent identification, we are in support programs, we have solidarity programs where we are training coaches, we provide scholarships to athletes, we train umpires, referees, and so on. And then apart from that also, we make facilities available for further studies in sports management. We have the MEMOS programs. We have a number of scholarships which we have received from international organizations this year, which we have shared with the members to say that whoever wants to do masters and so on. And that's basically the whole evolution of the Olympic Committee at country level. That we see ourselves as a key partner with the government in terms of promoting sport in the country.
I think that's a lot in terms of assessing effectiveness, and I think I'm glad that you gave us an overview. But I want to focus on a certain part of it, because I think the public is, as much as they're interested in sports for all and in the infrastructure that's developed to facilitate that, the question is in terms of effectiveness. How effective has the Olympic Committee been in producing medals that even serve as an incentive for younger people to want to be part, or want to be a Frankie Fredericks, for instance, or Johanna Benson? How have you done in terms of acquiring medals for the nation?
Yeah, I will say that first of all, maybe just explain the role of us, because our role basically is to facilitate. And we work with the members. Then our members are basically the national federations. We do not work directly with the athletes, but we support the national federations to make sure that if they have a program where they have athlete development, we will basically secure that we give them support in that regard.
But the question
at the end of the day is that it will be the federation basically coming to us, and then they may identify an athlete and say that we have this athlete with these potentials and so on. How can we help? We'll say, okay, good, we can give you a scholarship. You can take the athlete to the best high performance center of institution. We give you money for the athletes to go and participate in international competition. That support, we do give that. But at the final, on the final analysis, the federation and, for instance, the manager of that specific athlete will be the people who will make sure that these are followed and so on. But our role is to have the oversight responsibility and also to facilitate where we have resources to support these athletes in the